Manchester United fans, it is time to get excited because Joshue Zirzkee is on the verge of joining Man United. We all know Man United want Zirkzee. We all know Man United are willing to pay Zirkzee's release clause. But the one question mark has always been, does Zirkzee want to join Man United? Well, we've got confirmation that Zirkzee's agreed a deal to join Man United. He's agreed personal terms. The agent commission is there. A deal has been agreed for Zirkzee to join Manchester United, and now they're just going to go and activate the release clause or try and negotiate potentially a lower deal with Bologna. And Joshue Zirzkee will be a Manchester United player. And you might be thinking, are you sure? Are you sure? No, this is David Ornstein. This isn't some caught offside or some source that, is hit and miss. This is David Ornstein dropping 10-15 minutes ago that Man United are working on finalising the signing of Bologna striker Joshue Zirzkee. Personal terms and agent commissions are in place for the 23-year-old. Club talks continue. Manchester United are exploring whether to activate the €40 million release clause or agree a separate price, but the deal is now closed. Fabrizio Romano had been retweeting stuff about Zirkzee to Manchester United all day. There was lots of news, speculations and rumours about Zirkzee to Manchester United ongoing all day, all of yesterday. I said I don't think anything will be done till after the Euros. We've got to be patient. I was wrong. Zirkzee has agreed to join. The agent commission is done. Everything is done on the players' side. Man United need to activate the release clause, which is something that Man United are willing to play and are quite easy to do, but Innes are just exploring if they can get that deal done for cheaper. So for me, I've always said, De Ligt will be the first signing. Zirkzee's the one I've had my doubts around because he's got that agreement with AC Milan. Maybe not. Zirkzee now has that agreement with Man United. Now, one thing we do know is that Erik ten Hag has played a massive part in this deal. I'm going to talk about Zirkzee some more news and why it's a great signing in a second, but there's no doubt in my mind that Erik ten Hag has played a massive part in this deal. Erik ten Hag had been on the phone to Joshue Zirzkee constantly after the last few days. Erik ten Hag was really negotiating and working to try and get this deal done, this deal over the line. He'd constantly been speaking with Zirkzee, and apparently they'd had regular phone calls, and he's convinced Zirkzee to join United. About a month ago, it was reported that Zirkzee had his doubts over joining United. That's why he joined AC Milan. He wasn't sure if he was going to get game time. He went and joined AC Milan. The agreements are there. AC Milan then stalled. Zirkzee has now agreed personal terms with United. Man United have now agreed to pay Zirkzee's agent the commission he wants. Now we've got to go and activate his release clause. Now, it's been said by multiple outlets that the release clause is not an issue. United will activate the release clause. So I think we could get an official here we go for Zirkzee. It's not a here we go yet, but I think we could get an official here we go for Zirkzee today. Maybe we'll wait until after the Euros, but I'm hearing rumours that Man United are already trying to schedule in his medical. And now Fabrizio Romano is also given more updates on Joshue Zirzkee as well. Not just David Ornstein giving us updates on Joshue Zirzkee, but we've now got Fabrizio Romano giving big updates on Joshue Zirzkee to Manchester United. And this is what Romano had to say. Let me make my screen a bit smaller there. He said this: Manchester United have the green light from both Joshue Zirzkee and Matthijs De Ligt to join the club. Both players have spoken to Erik ten Hag, with Man United now ready to advance on the club side in the coming days. It's all approved on salary and commission, also for Zirkzee. So United have the green light from both Joshue Zirzkee and Matthijs De Ligt to join the club. I mean, what a day it is to be a Manchester United fan. Double Dutch. And I know some people complain that we keep signing Dutch players, but they are two good signings. I was always sceptical about Matthijs De Ligt to Manchester United, but Matthijs De Ligt for £34 million. Joshue Zirzkee, £34 million. If you know me, I've been talking about Joshue Zirzkee to Manchester United for a while. I've always been saying that Joshue Zirzkee is the perfect signing for United for a while. His ability to drop deep, his ability to facilitate the wings. But Matthijs De Ligt as well wasn't a name on my list because I thought it was going to be expensive. But Matthijs De Ligt coming in alongside Martinez, Zirkzee coming in, it feels like Man United are finally building something. You've got the green light from both Zirkzee and De Ligt, and I'm getting excited. I know because of the Euros, it's been slow. There's been delays on the whole situation because of the Euros. We've also got the green light from Agate. You've got to remember that as well. But that situation is obviously very slow because of Copa America. But once the Euros is done, I think there is a deal done for Zirkzee. I think there is a deal done for De Ligt, and I think lots will go over the line. But let's go back into talking about Zirkzee to Manchester United, because this is what our lineup could be looking like next season. Garnacho, Rashford, Zirkzee front three, Fernandes in the middle, Maino, Agate, De Ligt, Martinez, Shaw, Dalot and Nana. I think that lineup looks very, very good. We definitely need another centre-back in there for depth. We definitely need probably a Yusuf Fofana in there for depth, or maybe Amrabat on a £13 million deal. I'd like another winger for competition as well, because Anthony's not good and Sancho and Greenwood aren't in the plans. But Hojlund competing with Zirkzee is exactly what you want to see. This was what Romano said yesterday, that United held new talks with Zirkzee's agent, and Romano said that yesterday and we're working to get an agreement. Romano said yesterday Man United are working to try and get an Zirkzee agreement over the line as soon as possible, and that was said by Romano yesterday. It ended up happening today, and that obviously good, reliable sources also said that United had contact with Zirkzee's agent. So we've known for the last 24 hours Zirkzee to Man United has been massively advancing. And obviously, I like Rasmus Hojlund, and Rasmus Hojlund is in Man United's plan as one of the 3 players that Man United view as untouchable. One of the 3 players Man United won't sell. One of them is, of course, Rasmus Hojlund, but they want competition for him. And I think Zirkzee's the perfect competition. This is obviously a while ago. Zirkzee's 23, Hojlund's 21, because you've got 2 players of similar ages who are both as good as each other, but they're completely different players. If you look at the pass map here, you can see passes into the box, expected assist, defensive actions, passes recorded, and aerial. Zirkzee's a lot better. Zirkzee's more of an old school false 9. He's more Roberto Firmino-esque, where he drops deep and he likes to create for his wing as well. Hojlund is a goal scorer. Hojlund likes to get in the box. He likes the ball to be fed in front of him, and he likes to score. Hojlund likes to attack the goal. Hojlund likes to score. Hojlund likes to run with the ball, have the ball in front of him. Zirkzee likes to drop deep, receive the ball, and facilitate play. And Marcus Rashford will be perfect with Zirkzee. Now, Marcus Rashford's not been in best form, and a couple of people want Marcus Rashford sold, but I think you pair Marcus Rashford with Joshua Zirzkee, and Joshua Zirzkee did what Martial did so well, Rashford in the link-up. Rashford makes runs ahead, Joshua Zirzkee plays him in. I generally think Marcus Rashford is going to have a very good season next to Zirkzee. Rashford doesn't provide that service for Hojlund, but if you have a player like Zirkzee, you get the best out of Rashford. Now, I think having a mix of Zirkzee and Hojlund, one player that is a natural goal scorer, Hojlund is a better goal scorer than Zirkzee, but Zirkzee's finishing and Zirkzee's ball striking is unbelievable. Like, if you create chances for Zirkzee, he will score. He's also 6'5", is a monster. His aerial frame is insane. But Hojlund, you provide him service, he'll score. He attacks the goal. He's a monster. I think he's got elite level ceiling. Joshua Zirzkee a creator. He could even play behind Hojlund. He gives Ten Hag, tactical adaptations at halftime, takes Zirkzee off, put Hojlund on. You could play them both together. He can play Zirkzee in that Bruno role. He's a big creator, and it gives so many tactical adaptations. And he's a decent scorer, Zirkzee. He's nothing crazy, 12 goals and 7 assists. And as I've said with the guy, 6'4", some say 6'5", can play deeper behind Hojlund. He's incredibly two-footed. He's a very good player. I spoke about his finishing, his technical skills, his touch, his retention in the final third. He's a good dribbler. He's a good passer. He's got similarities to what Martial added, so I think a good replacement for Martial. He's probably the most similar player you could find for Matheus Cunha, who United really wanted, but outside the Premier League as well in Zirkzee. And I obviously did this whole thing on his style of play, link-up play. He's really good at going into midfield, getting into congested areas. He's very good at manipulating defenders, creating space for himself, pulling defenders out of position, and then playing through, a Rashford who would be in that space. He likes to drop deep. He likes to get involved. I think he would really work well with Bruno because he likes to run ahead. Rashford because he likes to run ahead. I think Mount could work well with him. He has those controlled touches, keeps the ball close, creates space, and also presses really well, and it's got that defensive work rate that Ten Hag will love. So guys, please do get excited. I'm going to go live about 4 o'clock, so make sure you subscribe for that. Thank you for watching. Bye.